been saying it for years, different words, same tears. Tried polite, tried the scream, tried the silence in between, but the echo just comes back like a train that's off the track. And I'm standing on the platform with a ticket in my hand. Nobody's coming, I don't understand. I gave the benefit, I gave the doubt, I gave the shirt off, then I gave the whole damn house. Now I'm asking for a fraction of what I threw away for free, and the phone just sits there staring back at me. Can you hear me now? No, really, can you hear me now? Not the words, the silence underneath, not the calm, the gritted teeth, not the version I perform, but the woman in the storm who's been screaming oh so long. Now her voice is almost gone, but she still believes that day will come. Someone's supposed to show up, someone's supposed to know without her having to scream it from a cage that's about to blow. I used to think the problem was my mouth, couldn't find the right words. South, now I realize I could speak in fire, and you'd still ask me to climb higher. You don't really feel that way, you're just having a bad day. I've been having a bad decade, and your advice is a serrated blade. I'm not asking you to fix it, I'm not asking for a cure. I'm asking you to sit in the dark with me and not tell me it's secure. I'm asking you to witness, not to solve or to explain, but everyone just tells me platitudes and walks away from the pain. Can you hear me now? No, really, can you hear me now? Not the words, the silence underneath, not the calm, the gritted teeth, not the version I perform, but the woman in the storm who's been screaming all so long. Now her voice is almost gone, but she still believes that day will come. Someone's supposed to show up, someone's supposed to know without her having to scream it from a cage that's about to blow. What if I stop screaming? Would you finally hear the quiet? Or would you just assume I finally got it right? What if the monster isn't rage, but the part of me you couldn't cage? The part that's tired of being brave, the part that just wants to be saved, not by a hero, just by a hand that doesn't need a fucking plan. I've been waiting 5 years for someone to show up, not to rescue me, just to sit in the waiting room with me, just to bring the sandwich, just to say I don't get it, but I'm here. Instead I get why don't you just, and the sentence finishes itself with a knife. Can you